What is up, guys, and welcome. It's Kage. So those God of War scores have came in. Well, they've been in for a while now, and it has gotten a 95 on Metacritic. Honestly, for me, it's not really surprising because I thought it was going to get around a 95 and a 96. People say, whoa. But hey, it actually got a 95. And possibly, I kind of doubt it a little bit, but still a possibility that it can go up to 96. Who knows? Basically, it's been getting near perfect scores, so it's been doing really good. There were a lot of people doubting the game. Not a lot, but it was a decent amount of people doubting the game. It was mainly from people that play on other platforms like Nintendo or Xbox, but still, there were some PlayStation people that were doubting it too. Some of the complaints were really small, like, oh, Kratos can't jump. Even though I'm like, there are many games where the character can't jump. You got Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Neo. The list can go on, and they're all great games. And nobody complained about not having the ability to jump in those games. Sure, you can kind of say Bloodborne or Dark Souls, they can kind of jump, but it's not really an aspect that you really need to actually get around all the time. And it's kind of something like you kind of sprint to do it. You can't just jump up and down, and that's not really a core mechanic of the game. And if you really want a game where you can just jump up and down and jump all freely, they have games for people like that. They have Uncharted, they have Mario, they have Ratchet and Clank. If you want that kind of game, they have it for you. And I'm sure that a lot of people agree that it's nice when a game has more mechanics, but if those mechanics are useless, there's no point of having it, and you might as well put something that's useful. So I think that's always a thing that you should always take into account. If it's not going to be something that's a benefit to the game, why put it? But with that aside, the game has been getting very good scores. Like I said, near perfect. It's one of the best games reviewed this generation. And what I like about this new God of War is that a lot of people were pessimistic about this game. People saying, oh, the fighting mechanics are very slow. They got the kid with him. It's Dad of War now. Kratos can't jump. He ain't got no hops. He ain't Kratos no more. A lot of things that came with it. Quick time events aren't there no more. So there was a lot of negativity going in. And honestly, I do prefer to see that people actually have negative comments, not really bad or just stupid ones. I'm saying legit arguments that that maybe some worries or some people they have some concerns, not just a game that's just getting praised all over the place and then just gets high score. Oh yeah, that was predictable. No, if there's a game that people are actually wondering, is this game going to be good because it's changed a lot, or it's really different from the rest of the games and it's a lot different from other games we have seen. I'm not sure if this is going to work out. Let's see what happens though. And then at the end, it triumphs and it gets great reviews and it gets praise from a lot of people. I prefer to see that than a game that's just, oh, it's getting praised before it even comes out. People just praising it. Oh, it's like the best thing since milk and cookies. And then it just gets a high score. You're like, yeah, that was predictable. Though that's just my personal opinion. And if you are one of the people that are skeptical about getting the game, I think you should really look into it and actually see if you want to buy the game or not. Because maybe you actually don't want to buy the game. It may not be for you. Not every game is for everyone. And that's something that people need to come to realize. Because, a lot of people try to force feed everybody the things that they love. If you don't love this, you don't have good taste in video games. That doesn't make sense. If the person doesn't like the game, that's just not their cup of tea. I'm cool with that. As long as you don't try to just say it's trash because you don't like it, that's another thing. So, you do you and I do me. I'm cool with that, a cruisy crunch. I don't mind, if you say that's not your cup of tea, you don't care for God of War, you don't care for the games that I like, I'm cool with that, as long as you don't try to just be like, oh, those games are trash because I don't like them. That means that automatically qualifies them as trash games, overrated. People, some people are like that. Some people get mad or offended over that. I'm like, come on, man, you didn't even make the game, so why are you getting that angry and upset? The guy who made the game probably wouldn't even get that mad, but you're over here getting salty as ever, like you actually put your heart and soul into making the game. So I'm just like, everybody needs to cool out. Chill out and just calm down. It's not that serious. Speaking of salt, it's salty out here right now. You got the Nintendo drones, the Xbox drones, the PC drones. But the worst probably gonna be Xbox drones because they're kind of like in direct competition with PlayStation. But Xbox drones gonna be wild. They got mass salt. They're gonna be in those comment sections. So you got YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Just watch it because they're gonna be trying to attack us, and then you're gonna try to spoil the game if you haven't played it and things like that. You gotta realize it's different between a fan and the drone. You're gonna notice the drone. Joe's gonna be typing that trollish comment. I'm telling you, do not reply to these dudes. That's just bait. And they may try to spoil it when a God of War releases. When it drops, don't comment to no trollish comments. I'm telling you that right now because people are gonna be trying to spoil it. They did it with Horizon Zero Dawn. They're definitely going to do it with God of War. So don't comment to these bait comments. I'm telling you that right now. They got salt. When the snow starts coming down, we could get them to bring in the salt and just shake them, put them on the street. But right now, we don't need that salt. So you can keep that thing right over there. Probably if you're ever heard one of them dudes walking around? They probably sound like a salt shaker real quick. But I'm telling you, if you see those comments, those troll comments, do not reply to them because they may try to spoil it for you. And if you're a person who don't really care if it gets spoiled for you and you just like to battle trolls, go for it. But I'm saying if you're not that dude, do not reply back to these guys. And remember, there is a difference between a fan and a drone. You know, we got some Xbox fans that are just alright. They're just Xbox fans. They like Xbox games cool, Nintendo games cool, PC games cool. But then you got the drones. The drone isn't the same as a fan. Just remember to keep that in mind. He's not the same. Anyway, there are many people saying that God of War is game of the generation. And that's big because that means that they're saying that it's better than Last of Us 1, which honestly, in my opinion, I always like God of War better than Last of Us. But, that's just me. But they're saying that this game is potentially better than Last of Us 2. Because a lot of people praise Last of Us. And Last of Us had a lot of praise for this first one. And they're having a sequel. And then people say, how can you say that? Because they said game of the generation. People played Last of Us 1. So you're going to expect the same thing from 2, but probably better. So you're saying that it's potentially better than a Last of Us 2? That's serious right there. I'm just letting you know that right now. You're saying game of the generation. That's not game of this year. No, this generation. Generation means for games to come. Games to come, my boy. It ain't not just no games that came out this year. No, it's not year. This is generation. Just remember that. So that's a big step for God of War. And I do think the creator of God of War, Cory Barlog, should be very proud that he made such a good game. And I really like to do. I think the guy, he's cool. He's a cool guy. He actually seems like a gamer that makes games. Because some people may make games, but they just seem like they like it or it's all right. But it's just a business type thing for them. But he actually seems like he really enjoys what he does. And he really likes to make these kind of games, different experiences. So I really enjoy that he actually went on his way, tried something new, and it worked. Congratulations, my dude. I doubt you're gonna see this though, but congratulations anyway. So with that, I guess I'm done because I can ramble on and I can go on for a long time, and I don't want to keep you guys here. So let me know what you guys think about God of War. Are you getting it? Are you picking it up? Are you not? Because there are some people who are probably not gonna get it. There are some people that are really excited for it. I'm really excited for it. On the other hand, in my opinion, it's probably going to be my game of the year. Soul Calibur is probably going to be my fighting game of this year. I'm also looking forward to Spider-Man. This is a great day to be a PlayStation gamer. We have 3 more days to wait until that masterpiece is released. So with that being said, don't forget to power up by hitting that like button, subscribe to join the guild, and as always, my boys and girls, have a good one, and game over.